Alright, there you go. Here's your own personalized installing guide for Windows 8 on the Samsung NP700z5b dash whatever you have, or any other similar Samsung computer. I already have Windows 8 on here, but the process is the exact same on Windows 7. For downloading stuff, I've had trouble with Google Chrome for programs from other companies, not just Microsoft. In fact, Microsoft downloads usually work on Google Chrome. It's when I go to um, another company that sometimes Google Chrome will not get the full download. Anyway, so I tend to use Internet Explorer when I'm doing important downloads. So I'm going to open up Internet Explorer, and what we're going to do first is update the BIOS and configure the BIOS for a proper 64-bit computer and install of Windows 8. So basically you'll want to go to the Samsung website and since we all have the exact same computer, we can go to support and type in the model or whatever your model is. Mine NP700z5b, and I have the W Z5B W1 W01UB. I don't know what you have. Select whichever one you have. You go to manuals and downloads, and you'll want to grab some firmware here, and this will be the exe file. You download this and preferably save it. Do not run it from Internet Explorer. And then we're going to close Internet Explorer, as this is going to need to be run with no other programs open. Oh, sorry, short steps, baby steps. Okay, open up the File Explorer, which is this icon right here. And you have one on Windows 7 as well. This is where you access all your files. Go to the Downloads folder. Look for BIOS update.exe. This is the file that we just downloaded. Double click, type in any password that you need to run it. As you can see, mine is fully up to date. What you will want to do is select download and update. Make sure all other programs are closed when you run this. It will shut down your computer or restart your computer. When it does so, as it's either restarting or has shut down and you manually restart it, you will press the F2 key. The F2 key will pull you up. Oops. The F2 key will put you into the BIOS editing software. Hold on, man. I made a mistake. Okay, so you're in the open up the BIOS menu, and that would be. Please let me open this. Not this. This is my popcorn machine. Making popcorn. Okay, this is kind of blurry, but this is the system info. This is the page that first comes up when you go into the BIOS. I don't believe you can change anything on here, but what you'll want to do is make sure that the versions down here match. The next thing you'll want to do is on the advanced page, make sure yours looks exactly like mine. And the way to control this page is by using your keyboard, and the directions at the bottom are then given. Usually you just highlight it, press enter, and select the next value that you would like. We want to have power saving mode enabled, hyper-threading enabled, execute disabled bit enabled, legacy USB support enabled, UEFI boot support enabled. For AHCI mode control, you'll want it to be on manual, and then you'll want to set the mode to enabled. It will also enable battery life cycle extension, USB charge in sleep mode, and we do not want to have the USB wake it up, unless you want to. I prefer that my computer controls USB, not vice versa. And that's on the Advanced tab. You will then scroll over to the right to the Security tab. At which point you will make sure that yours you don't have any of this. It will look exactly like mine because you won't do anything on this page. Don't put in a password here. Don't put in a password here, 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 here. Don't do any of this. Let this be like this. On the Boot tab, you can change. This is where you would change your boot device priority. I didn't show you how to do that because you don't need to do it. But basically, you want your touchpad, mouse enabled, and your internal LAN enabled. Don't do the smart battery calibration. I have yet to get it to work, so either that or it just takes a day. I don't know. Actually, I should probably do it some night. And then you'll go over the next tab and exit saving changes. Pretty simple, but something that you probably haven't done. So take your time. Make sure you have these pictures beside you so that you can look at them. And as you're going through this is the most important page right here, the advanced settings. And this will allow you to install it properly. If you can't boot after this, send me an email or something, because we will have to take other methods to approach this. Or actually, if you can't boot after this, insert your Windows 8 CD into their drive and it will boot. So you'll be good to go. And that's what you want. That's what we were gonna. That's the next step, anyways. Was to install Windows 8. So then you want to install Windows 8, and you can do that by inserting the CD. And I would walk you through that process. I don't really want to because I don't have the CD with me, and I don't know how to actually record my computer during that process. So install it. As you install it, and it asks for you the drive that you want to install it to, you'll want to format that drive. So you look at your computer. Let me see, Windows install there, and we'll go to images. I can probably find you an image of it. When you find the drive that you want to install, you'll want to format it, and it'll be an NTFS. I think it'll automatically do it, but if not, choose NTFS, and then proceed to install it on that drive. I should try the Windows 8. I want to get this for you, that way you can have some sort of idea. So here we go. This is the exact page that we're talking about. This guy has multiple partitions on his drive. He's got a Windows 7 and a Windows 8. I did that, but we don't need to anymore. Select the largest disk that you have, and you'll have a little one like some unallocated space. Don't mess with that. Windows uses that. Then select whatever disk you want. It'll probably be disk 0, partition, whatever, 0. But select the one that has the most total size. You select it, and then you'll select this format button, and then it'll format it, and then you'll simply have it highlighted, and you'll select next here. Then you'll want to just follow the instructions from there on out. Windows will install itself, and you'll be good to go. On the Samsungs, for follow-up, once it's installed, actually, before you do anything from Samsung, once it's installed, you can open up the Charms menu, and there's several shortcuts here that I think are pretty useful. One is the Windows key, and it brings you here, which is great because you can automatically search from here. So you'll type in this, and I'll go to or I'll go to control panel. Okay, so then I'll go to the control panel, and I'll want to go to Windows Update here, and I'll want to run the updates. Don't select any extra updates that aren't selected. There will be some that won't be if you if you view them. It will show that the update there. Like, look, I click here, I click one important update available, and it has the update selected. There will be some that aren't selected, and they aren't selected for a reason. So basically, just go to that other page, go to this page here, and then select Install Updates. You will have to do this several times and reboot in between the several times that you do it, and it will probably take about 30 minutes or so. See, mine automatically installed it. Now it's not even available. You don't want, and you'll want to have basically, once all the important ones are installed, you'll want to install all the optional ones except for Bing Desktop, which is not very good. It basically takes your desktop, turns it into a Bing homepage background, which is beautiful and is awesome. But then it puts a search bar right in the middle of your desktop, which you don't want. Plus, I think it uses some resources. I know it uses some resources, so we won't do that. Once you've completed all the updates and your computer is completely up to date, we will then go to Google and type in Samsung Windows 8 drivers. And then we'll select the first one. Okay, and here's the www.samsung.com/us/support/Win8 This brings us to this page. Your computer, your NP700z5b is on here, or whatever it is. You will then go to click here to download and install the tool. This tool is awesome, and because normally if you install you would get a new operating system on your computer, you would have to go to the website, download each one of these little files individually, and then it would take forever. But with this tool that Samsung just released, and it has worked fairly well, we can go to, so you downloaded it and you saved it, you saw me click save. Then again, we'll go to the File Explorer from Windows, which is this right here. We'll select Downloads, which is where our downloads go to. Then we'll select this SW Update, right click it, and extract all. This is the Windows version of WinZip, and it works good. We then select the folder with the same name where the file was extracted to, and we'll run Samsung Update. Now, I don't know about you, but I prefer not to have a bunch of bloatware on my computer. And this tool, for all its benefits, does not distinguish between the two. So, once it's installed, do not install everything that it tells you to install. I will go through the specific ones that you should install. Okay, now it's installed. I will then open up Samsung Update and agree. The initial one of these, I think, is out of date. I don't know why they do that, but it offers an update for it, and so we will go ahead and install that update once it loads. Okay, once it opens, you will see a list of this stuff here. Okay, so you'll have stuff to update. So you'll select Update, and you'll want to install. I prefer not to use the WiMAX driver. It actually, Windows does a better job of handling connections to wireless internet than Intel does. So leave that and don't do it. Go ahead and get the touchpad driver, and I'll show you. I'll just click it, and then you click install. I think it's already installed, so I'll click on one that says you can. So click here and then click install. But you'll want to do that for the touchpad driver, chipset, Intel Rapid Storage, Intel Me Interface, AMD Graphics Driver, Sound Driver, and Local Area Network Driver. And that's it. You don't need airplane mode control driver, and you don't need display color profile. I got them, and they're useless. So here's a list. This is a little bit easier to see. So you can click on the list view up here to see them as well. And basically you'll want, again, chipset, Intel Rapid Storage, Intel Me Interface, AMD Graphics, Sound Driver, Local Area Network Driver, Touchpad Driver, and that is it. This will get you everything you need for your computer. You'll do them one by one, and it will take a little bit of time. I'd say about 30 minutes again, but you'll be happy you did that, as your computer will now be fully functional. We're not quite done yet though. Close the program. It'll tell you to restart your computer. Restart your computer. Let it do its thing. Log back in. Once you've done that, we're going to make it so that you don't ever have to do this again, and your computer will work flawlessly forever. You will be opening up the command line from the desktop, and it's very simple. I don't want to seem like it's difficult to do, because it's not. Whoops. So there we go. Okay. Type in the Windows. Oh no, let's install Word first, because that's your Office applications, and then we'll run this. Okay, so open up Internet Explorer again. Type in Microsoft Office, and then we'll go to office.microsoft.com, and this will put us here. We'll go to Products, and we'll see this where it says Office Preview. Select it, and then select Sign Up and Try Now. Notice I'm using Internet Explorer. I prefer it when I'm downloading, like I said earlier. Select United States. And hopefully you used when you install Windows, you want to use your Microsoft account, because then you'll have SkyDrive and you'll have every other thing that you like, and it will work perfectly. If you don't, you'll be missing a couple things, but it's up to you. I use my Microsoft account for this. In fact, I use an Outlook account, which is their brand new this is their brand new mail application for online mail, and it's great. So anyways, you'll go ahead and it'll ask you to put in your information. I'm already logged in. You'll log in, put in some information, and then since you have a 64-bit version of Windows installed, when you come to this page, don't just click install like without thinking. Go ahead and select language and install options. Language is English. But there was a additional install options, and we'll select Office 64-bit. Now you can select install. Do not do it before you do that. Okay. It will pull up a thing on the page, let it go through its thing. It'll take quite a while. It's downloading. It'll say you can use Office. You can use Office. I prefer to let everything finish before it's done doing everything, and before I shut down my computer or anything like that, and then go ahead and restart your computer. Wait till it's completely done. It'll look like it's done. It's not done. It'll have a little object in your task bar. I'm probably calling this the wrong thing. I can't remember what this is called. Down here on the bottom right. Once that is done, we can then proceed to make a restore point. It's not an actual, it's a recovery image. It's not even a restore point. It's like a recovery image, even better, because this gives you an exact image of everything you have installed on your computer, everything, your registry, all the Windows files, everything, except for your personal files, because your personal files will be saved when you run this program, when you run this. Okay, so anyways, we'll press the Windows and X key, and we'll run command prompt admin. Select yes. And here we will first make a directory for our file to be held. So we do that by typing in mkdir make directory c:/ or backslash, and we'll call this my recovery image. Okay. Once this is done, you press enter and it will complete. The next task is to run, and you can see it right here, REC, record image, or something, I don't even know what it stands for, REC, IMG, and then we'll hit the switch button, which is that's the backslash, create image, and then we'll type in our directory that we want to install it to, c:/ recovery, my recovery image. And then we'll hit enter, and it will make a recovery image of your computer. So that the benefit of this is that in the future, you have a bunch of crap on your computer, you get a virus or something, you don't like it. The fix is super simple. You can go to your charms bar. Actually, we want to get, oh yeah, it isn't there. Charms bar settings, change PC settings. And we will go to general, search, navigations. No, not in here. Cancel that. Type in restore. Refresh your PC. Here it is. So if you just type in refresh from the Windows menu, refresh. Sorry, I forgot what it was, but basically just type in refresh, select this. Oh, it is under here. And then, I'm not the administrator, but you can select this and it will remove everything except for your files. And it will refresh it to the exact way that you had beforehand, which is perfect. So you can't even boot up into your computer. You have your Windows CD, you slap it in there, and it will refresh it to everything that you have without affecting your files. All your personal files will be saved. Everything that you have that's in the system files will be redone to exactly how you just did it. Great feature. And very easy to do once you have this set up and all your drivers are installed and everything. Okay, a couple take-home points about this and Windows 8. Try to use your Microsoft account. It'll make your life much easier. And honestly, it is the best email out right now. It was Gmail for a long time. I still use Gmail because all my stuff is on Gmail, but I'm switching over to Outlook. I just like the interface better, and it works fantastically. Second thing is you've been given, this is a list right here of some quick keyboard shortcuts. Windows key, opening up a program, you type in Windows search for whatever you want, and it will come up. It will always take you to the start screen or back to here. Okay, so then Windows D switches you to desktop mode. Fine. Windows I, bring up the settings charms bar, so you don't have to go ahead and click a couple things. That's pretty handy. We can use Windows print screen, and you can read these here, and then it's good. It's fast. If you learn to use the keyboard shortcuts along with pinning stuff to your desktop and to the taskbar here and your programs here, you will be a very happy camper. Good luck, and please follow those steps. If you do all of that, you will have zero problems with the computer ever. All right. Good luck and goodbye.